I welcome you to the biggest, because we are the biggest, we are the largest, we are the tallest, we are the highest. We are the mother of all spiritual platforms. We talk everything spirituality, everything blacks, everything liberation. I am Hadasha Empress Makida. You can call me the Sun Goddess La Braska. I am the world star number 8. I welcome you to another great episode, my subscribers and my awesome following. So nana first time I waba platform you so I'm and how just take your time. In 8 weeks or 6 weeks thereabout, you will understand this platform. We are one big family, consciousness family. We are called the Pearls because is going to be late. It's going to be great. It's another great episode. I welcome you on the biggest spiritual platform. Let's welcome our guests. Papa, we welcome you to Revelations.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so since today is your first time, I would want you to mention your name, tell us who you are, what you are, and then greet them or pay homage to the followers and greet your own loved ones. Then we can start with the topic.
Thank you very much. My name is Fiagah Amewugah. I am an African, a proud Pan-African. For that matter, the love that I have for my race cannot be downplayed. So I also share with people that want to know the path or the divine way of Africans. Once again, thank you very much for the opportunity, and I extend my best regards and respect, salute to all your cherished viewers who watch and then share and then push this very purposeful agenda. It is a black agenda. And in fact, you are doing a great and fantastic work to humanity. This is what we need, and this is the cause for African to be restored back to their divine structure as the universe has designed the nature for us.
We welcome you.
Thank you.
Africa will be great again.
Yes.
I have been saying this over and over again. So what exactly are you? When I rented I'm a bronsam, we are yesu echidini, we are confoya bosomfo, we are researcher. What exactly are you? We want to know.
Fiagah Amewugah is an African, as I said earlier on. I'm a traditionalist. Anything concerning African divinity. I am a divine healer as well.
Okay.
I do physio and other traditional products.
Okay.
Yeah, to serve humanity.
So in one word, what are you? What are you? Are you a diviner? Are you a mediator? Summarize it for us so we know how to address you and how to direct the questions.
I am a guide.
A guide.
A guide in the African spirituality.
Okay, so spiritual guide.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so
and a
I
researcher
welcome you.
As well.
And a researcher as well. So I welcome you to the biggest spiritual platform. He's a guide and also a researcher, so that when you are writing any comments or any, you know the level. Welcome to Revelations. I welcome you, my beautiful people. You make us grow bigger by day. Every day, now we are international. We are trying to show levels. Be well done for following this. Keep promoting the plan. They said you should press the like button. I don't say all these things now. Ellie Plim keep screaming. So please press the like button. Be what I say like. When me who's microphones who donate sika they like it to promote the show. Well done, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. So Papa, welcome to Revelations. So what are we discussing today? How we, the melanated, were divinely connected to divinity before the breakup. This is huge. When they say melanated, who are these people?
Thank you very much for the question. Melanated or melanin people are people of color, people that have certain substance in their skin layers that other race or other Homo sapiens do not have. So in a nutshell, it go rounds and get or centered back to Africanism or Africans.
Melanin.
Yeah.
But the whites also have melanin in them, just that we have its excess. And I'm a bottom.
Thank you very much. So when we say humus, humus is in a dark color. And then when we talk about the paled skin, so the Africans are the melanated. They have the richness of melanin in them more than any other race on this planet Earth.
Okay, so all this great big topic is centered on Africans or blacks.
Yes.
Am I correct?
Exactly.
Okay, so how were we connected to divinity, and how, well, from the breakup, what happened? Tell us.
Okay. Thank you very much once again for the question. Before I proceed, we all know that the black race is the first Homo sapiens or human beings on this planet Earth. Is that right?
Okay, you are teaching us, so
okay.
I'm listening.
Okay, but I know you know. Yeah, but the viewers also are aware of this.
Okay.
Yes, so they can also do the search on it, but it nothing but the truth.
Okay.
Because we're trying to build ourselves back, so we need to feed our people with the right information so that we all know who we are and where we fell, and then how we can come together and then get ourselves restored.
Okay.
Melanin is a substance that is found in the human body, especially the black race, has the richest level of such substance in their body. So they use, or they can convert such energy, inbuilt energy, to get connected to divinity, as the sun also has connection with plants, whereby the sun feeds the plant for the chlorophyll to take place, which is the green colored substance on plants or on leaves. The same applies to we human beings. So with these divine energies, we are interconnected with the divinity. The divinity meaning the divine energy that are not created or are not formed by human beings. They do exist naturally with the creator. Okay, now how we were connected first. You know, the melanated race are the highest rank of human beings on earth when you talk of richness in the body. And it also reflects in all the things we have around us, especially the African continent. That is why we have so many mineral resources in our land. The same applies to the richness of we, the indigenes of the continent. Now let's come back to how we were. Because of the melanin, or the richness of melanin in the black race, in the olden days or in the ancient days times, you can sense something from afar. Our ancient forefathers can sense things from afar. They can convert such melanin into sound, electromagnetic energy, to do certain things that are beyond the minds of mankind.
Okay, I'm listening. So that was the connection.
That was the connection. Not only the connection, but I'm trying to make a point for you to toe the line with me, then we can flow.
Okay.
All right. Now, the melanin has connection with the divine energy or divinity, in a sense that there are certain things you are not supposed to be taught by the other race. We get such things direct. We get such connections direct through hearing of sound. Someone can go closer because he or she is connected or has that melanated connection with divinity. You can get and get close to a tree, get the ears close to a tree, and then you can feel something. It serves as a sensor in us. The one can lie down and then listen to the vibration of the earth and can tell whether people are after them, or in a battle, they can tell whether people are after them, or the miles or the kilometers that the people have traveled far, whether they have passed this side or the other side.
Because of the melanin?
Yes. Okay. The richness of the melanin.
Okay. Okay, we are listening.
Okay. Now, when you are a nursing mother, okay, and your baby, due to work or something, and your baby had been taking care of different person, and you are elsewhere, due to that divine connection, it will get to a point you can feel within you that your baby is crying or is hungry. You feel the sensation. It serves as a sensor, so it gives you that signal. These are the things our forefathers or our ancient parents used to do their things. Now, when they are at war, they can tell how, without, we have divination and other things, consultation, the deities, invocation, and but what I'm talking about is it is inbuilt divinely. So any black race that gives birth to the next generation has transferred that, it is inbuilt, so it is being transferred directly with that race. That is what it is about. Now, with the richness of the melanin, our forefathers used such to overcome wars. They use such melanin to get information, to do so many things by building the pyramid and then greater things in the past.
So that was the connection.
Yes.
So what makes you think it was just the melanated people that have this connection with the divinity? What makes you think so?
Per research, we all know that, let me use the earth or the Mother Earth, for example. We all know that lands that are rich or are very fertile has the dark or black color in terms of farming or growing of crops.
Let's get into this thing, because all these things, examples that you are giving, you cannot tell me that other race, they don't have same experience. Do you get me? The white also, well, that is what you were saying is, you feel it, your breast milk will start coming out. They also have the same thing. This listening to the grounds and, putting your ears on the ground and to listen. Recently, I came from UK. Baby. I drew with B. Baby. They do same thing in communicating. They even find their ancestral footsteps to walk in it. I went with them to walk in the path of Ghanaians who has poured their blood in London. I personally went to walk in the path for my people. Okay. So there were hit now to me yenti awofo say we idea we need to know. Is there anything strange about this?
It is not strange. That is why I say the topic that we're discussing is about how melanated people were divinely connected to divinity before the breakup. Okay? So, meaning it is the agenda of a certain race to come and then make sure they work around it and then cut off that divine connection.
Which are these race and what is the agenda? You said they have agenda. What is the race and what is their agenda?
Okay, thank you very much for the question. Let's assume you want to have control over a bird. You have to set up a trap. And if you're able to catch that bird, you are going to, it fly with wings. So you're going to, remove the feathers, the wings, so that at the end,
it will be static.
Yes, it cannot fly to anywhere. Then you can now manipulate it in a way that you have
to go your direction.
Yes.
So I want to know the race and the agenda they came to us with. I want to know. We are, as I said, we want to be great again. We are working on our liberation. So there are things we need to know. So you are saying that there were a particular race who came with an agenda for us to make sure they disconnect us with the divinity. They succeeded, right?
Yeah.
Have they succeeded?
Yeah.
Okay, so what are these race and what kind of agenda did they came here with?
That is why I said the color is the one that segregates or differentiates between these two people on earth. I'm talking about the black race and then the pale skin race.
Okay, so they came with agenda.
Yes.
The white race people came with agenda.
Yes.
So what was the agenda?
We all know through slavery, but before you can be able to get a pre, you have also to turn yourself into the form, the manner at which they do their things and behave like them. So they came to learn certain things as if they love us and all that, and they want to trade with us and all that. But in the minds of our ancestors, they weren't having that negative thought or perception towards them. They received them due to their divine hospitality and then the love we have for mankind. Okay? But they haven't otherwise on mind. So they have to be at peace with us and they first came with war, like facing physically, but they realized that no, these people, so if that should be the case, we have to go back and then revisit our structures or strategies and then come back. And then their second return, they begin to have this play, let me put it that way, with us. And we fell or we become victim. That is why the divine structure had been brought down, and we are beneath now because it has taken them so many years to be able to achieve this.
Okay, I don't want to get confused, but the melanin dwells in us.
Yes.
And their agenda was to disconnect us with the Creator. And you are saying it was the melanin that connects us with the Creator.
Yes.
Did they take out the melanin out of our bodies? They poison it? What happened? I want to know.
Yeah, all these that I'm talking about, it is controlled by the brain.
Okay. Okay.
All these that I'm talking about, it is controlled by the brain. So when they are able to catch up your mind, then, as I said, the bird scenario, you are being kept in a cage now. So not that the bird is not having the features of a nature of a bird. It's still having the features of a nature of a bird, but the bird had been captured. So once here or the abscess is captured, then that means they can have control. You can have that with you, but if the brain, which is the driving wheel of the whole thing.
The father said the brain is the system.
Yes.
It's being captured until they tell it what to produce.
That is it. Exactly.
Okay,
exactly.
So now because of this caption, we've been broken out.
Yeah.
What do right now as we sit here?
Yeah.
What do black people have to do with divinity or the creator?
Okay, so if a land is being destroyed, what do you do again to revive it to its fertility or its fertile form? Let me put it that way. Okay, so it is now to us. They brought divide and rule tactics. So we have now to come together, have that divine love that we have for ourselves in the ancient past. You know, you are my cousin, you are my this, you are my dad, you are my dad. Then we come together and focus on the divine structure, because the black race is the one that is on top when it comes to the divine structure of humanity at first. But now we have been brought down and they have the upper hand on us. So we have to, this is one of the major things that you are doing, which is very, 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 very important.
Okay, let's, I don't want us to go back forth, but okay. Yeah, I'm always looking for solutions.
Okay.
Cecilia, right now, our condition in this African continent,
yes.
You are Ghanaian, so we can narrow it down to Ghana.
Okay.
If that's okay.
It's Africa, but Ghana is
our
part
condition,
of Africa. Yeah.
Our condition, you said disconnection,
yeah,
and breakup.
Yeah.
All this disconnection and breakup in our continent or in our country, Ghana, at where we sit right now,
yeah,
and whatever disconnection and whatever breakup and whatever agenda they came with,
yeah,
our condition right now, can you say with your 2 feet on the ground that we should blame it on these people?
So, like the people who came with the agenda,
the
right?
agenda and the disconnection and breakup and what have you, should we say that they are responsible for our condition?
They are not 100%. They are not the only people that bear the responsibility 100%. We are also part of that. We are also part of the breakdown or the disconnection or the fall of Africa.
How?
Yes, because we did not have the foresight ahead of time, without consulting the energies or the deities for what, due to what we can get today. And they were ready to provide certain things for us for that moment, that particular point in time. That is why we fall a victim to.
So the part we are, we can't blame it on them alone.
100%.
100%. Yeah. We are also part.
Yeah.
So we being, excuse my language, being ignorant.
Yes.
For not consulting the deities and this blah, blah, blah. That's one. What else?
We being ignorant and also having certain conflicts, misunderstanding between us. Let me use this example. Excuse me, the cherished viewers. If or when you see two women fighting, okay, in a serious fight, I don't want to know whether this or that, but you see them in the scene. If a man walks in to bring peace or to separate them, do you know that at that point in time, the man can touch any sensitive part of the body of the woman without the woman's knowledge or her noticing what is going on?
Because at that moment, in the mood or woman, or yeah, emotional.
Exactly. That is why I say we are also part. So due to this minor or petty conflict between us, okay, so they get a chance to manipulate and then bring the segregation or separation and then get into us.
So which part should we blame them? Which part should we blame them? This is the part we should blame ourselves,
yes,
right?
Yes. So the part we should blame them is they having the mind to turn the table upside down so that they can be on top.
And who allowed that?
That is why
who allowed that?
We allowed that.
Why?
The reason why is we are not having that because, okay, let's say you have a child. You provide whatever the child needs. Okay, so that child is having that swollen head, oh, mommy's son, and all that. But you see that that child does not have the courage to go out there and do certain things by himself, because the provisions are there in abundance. So if we're talking about real struggle, he doesn't know that because he has never experienced that before. So because we're having all this richness with us in abundance, you pass here, you have this and all that, we just take it for granted. And out of that swollen headed, or we have some joy in us, we are not thinking otherwise, that okay, this thing that I have, if I do not use the upstairs, someone may come and then snatch or take this from me.
So which part should we blame them? You said we were ignorant, we didn't take something serious. You just even said that
and then minor
conflict. That is our
not
reason.
Beyond
yes.
Their, okay.
Yeah, we're not thinking afar.
Yeah.
Part. Yeah. Which part should we blame them?
The part we blame them, or we do blame them for, is they having, okay, if you have things in abundance, okay, and then you come and you have a deal with me, or I want to buy, or let's have this, oh, can I have some of, I think you have a bag of salt, and someone just needs little handful salt to prepare his or her meal. I think you are not so wicked enough, or to that extent, to say, I will not give you. But the one having the mind that, hey, she alone is having all this in abundance with her, then I have to make sure whatever it will take me to get that whole bag of salt from her, and later on I will impose a system on her for her to be coming back to me to beg for salt. That is where or how the blame that we can attribute to them.
Okay, so what system do you think they introduced for all these things? What system do you? I think it goes back to the agenda. What system was that? That
is the divide and rule. So they brought segregations.
Okay, so
I can come to you and whisper into your ears that this brother is a very wicked person. He is trying to do this and that to you. And then pass behind the doors, go tell that brother to this. So he has inculcated venom into the brain. So already you were having a big conflict, but not to that higher extent with your brother, but it has aggravated the aggressiveness of yourself towards him. So the same thing, your brother too, he has also been given that information. The other person too. So they have become the middlemen, putting our heads together to have problem with one another to aggravate the situation. So that whilst they are, and that is why I gave the ladies or two ladies that are in a fight scenario.
Okay, so how many years do you think all these agendas and the breakups happened?
Per history and research and all that, it has taken over 400 years getting to 500 years.
And you still think we should blame them?
That is why I am saying that you are doing a very great job to humanity. And we say humanity, we're talking about we, the African race, because I'm speaking for my people. We all trying to educate our people, remove the things that they have used to cover their eyes so that they cannot see and read between the lines and see the system, how they have manipulated everything. So this is one of the greatest things you are doing. What you are doing is the best to liberate the upstairs, before we can get restored and then connect back to divinity as we were in the past.
That is great. When you started, you said if we want to do these things, we must make sure we give the people correct and accurate information.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay, so let me give you this. When you go to Dahomey or Benin, there is a palace called Gezo's Palace.
Yeah.
King Gezo.
Yeah.
The omo wall wo honoma omo de nipa moja. And the sea is our wall no. That king ni seat no etna nipa ti force so. Even a dear no de kokoro or the pram from once na won ho no e nipa ti and or the horse tail e de atoa so. So we ready and our koko Benin Dahomey a unim say nipa ti de omo fa anye hwe wo. That's Africans. Before that slave trade in the buy, no mutumi de 25 virgins, ekwaji mirror, or mutumi de 25 strong men, no more de akwaji plates.
That is the system.
That is the system. That is Africans. Because we want to liberate ourselves. We are
exactly.
Now, what the banner the bagana ha, according to history, no. I don't want to go deeper, but na yenya ye nuamuni bi one I can't say there were middlemen. Na yenya ye poison ye ho. And all these things happened all these years. Okay? Now, looking at our own behavior. Do you think we have to blame anybody for our predicament? That's the question.
Thank you very much for the question. Our predicaments are we are in this because of us. That is why I said we cannot blame those with the agenda 100%. We are part of the problem. Okay? So we knowing ourselves and then correcting the problems or the things that made us fall or become a victim now, we correcting this gradually to a point. I think the restoration that we're all looking for, the unity, the greatness of Africa that we're looking for, we are not going to achieve this moment that we're talking right here.
Give us 3 things that made us fall and how you think we can fix it now to liberate ourselves. Okay, to liberate. 3 major vital things that made us fall as Africans. And how structures who preach African. So structures you have that you feel we can apply to correct that error to liberate ourselves. 3 major things.
First one, trust. And the trust, before you can have the trust for me, I have to go extra mile to prove it for the agenda. Love, the trust, the love, and also unity. We cannot do it without unity.
Do we have these 3 things that you said, or is taking the white has taken that one as well?
It had been infected.
The love is being infected.
Yes.
How?
Because how we were then, it had been, infected. That it is not having that strong manifestation.
Okay, so what can we take out for us to manifest these 3 things?
So we take out hatred.
It's the same thing we have. How do we take out hatred?
So it is all that I've said. The opposite.
So how do we take out hatred? How do we do that? We should take out hatred, right?
Yeah.
So do you have structures be able to apply to take it out? Because the problem is here, we need solutions.
Yes. That is the education. That what you are doing, it's not, I'm not talking about you going to sit in a classroom and A for apple and all that. No. We are talking about deep things that we can do, to bring out the best in us. For it to stretch forth, to manifest and bring us together under the divinity as we were.
Looking at our ancestors.
Yeah.
Looking at our ancestors that faced all these things that you are talking about. Yeah. They are conditioned by then and what they went through to get us into whatever problem you think they've gotten us into. Looking at them and looking at us now, the opportunities we have. Sanka de esi omo time no. Anka esi and that, how do you think it would have been like?
Okay. Looking at what they did or what they were.
What they went through.
What
to
they
put
went
us
through.
into this disjointed and this breakup thing. They caused it, right? So looking at their condition, their knowledge, their level of living and everything, omo cause what they to yen yabra boy who says
if we were to be them,
anka say yes ya anka what who said then anka mo
no, like this continent is totally taken off from us. Like we are destroyed.
Like saying there.
Yes.
So we are more wicked than our ancestors. Do you agree to this?
Yes.
So what has made us this generation this wicked?
That is, it goes back to the agenda again, because the system that they have brought, okay, they have made it in a way that they have to continue with it. They don't see that it should end. So they keep on working and then making sure.
How are they working? Give us what they are doing now. Before our ancestors, we know enamakike bi achiro ni king gezo ni king nyele ne omo omukeka ho ewo Benin da home to be precise. Ewo ho I went there enye story. Ena wo hwe Ghana ha nso so a ye be hu semfantefo ne asantefo de ekeke ka omo omukọ wi a omukoton gold koton nipa ne bi ewo castle ne ne ekeke ka ho. Fa history ni na ayete. Omo time no. Because ne etu ogina omo so ne ne nkan what is say no omo kutamu still they don't want us to want to so ye no what are they doing to us ye level no omo ne ye call the same.
By then you are not being pointed at gun physically.
So what are they doing?
It's a psychological play.
How? Make us understand.
Okay, so that's why they keep on with the religion.
Okay.
Religion is playing a very vital strategy in the agenda or in the fight or in the battle with us. Religion, education, and when it comes to the health sector, that one is different thing altogether. Okay,
so Maame being true, can we say we are our own problem and leave these people? If I say this, would you agree with me?
Before you can say you are your own problem, you have to know where the problem is coming from, and you have bought into that. Okay. So we pointed to where the problem is coming from. Then we, being a victim, we know where it is coming from before we can work it out and then get out of the bondage. Okay, so give us all these structures. Let's one case locate where these problems are coming from and what we can do and how we can liberate this bondage. Go ahead and tell us. Okay, thank you very much. With the problems, all that they have done and it has gotten to this extent, we have to start reversing them gradually. And I said it has not taken only a day, a month, or a decade, over centuries. Over 4 centuries, getting to 5 centuries. That is over 400 years. So we also have to start. Whatever they have inculcated into us, we should not transform or transfer it to the next generation. So the next generation, we start liberating them gradually. When you say whatever they have inculcated, somebody is watching us. He doesn't know whatever. That is the religion that I spoke about. Okay. Education and also the health sector. Okay, so how do the food. And the food, how do we reverse it? Education, how take it one after the other? How do we reverse education? When it comes to education, we have to go back and then do things or educate or come out with educational system that will liberate or break the cages. Which is? Give us the educational system. Yes, which is only the theoretical aspect that we are pursuing. We are not putting in any practicals. So if someone is being gifted to come and then be an inventor or to manufacture something, the one had to go and start from nursery, KG, primary, JHS, SHS. After SHS, then you go to university. At the end, the one will just be given a paper to testify or confirm that he has gone through all the levels of brainwashing. Then the one who holds the certificate is coming to office to work. So before he also completed, there are so many people that have completed already in the same system. So he has to go and toe the line. So complete, join the line.
Okay, so
complete, join the
that's
line.
one problem.
So we have to change our educational system and then bring things that matter, things that we can use to, you know, build Africa.
Such as
inventions, as Dr. Apostle Kojusafo is doing. You know, we have people that have that gift. They can put them together and then have educational system, not to, you know, have theory alone and then looking for job, but right from childhood, that child has work, and then that can even add up to more people to have employment.
Okay, that's one.
Okay, now when it comes to religion, religion is something that creates cloister in the minds of people.
Cloister pa.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
So with that, it means it has kept you in a stagnant position that you cannot grow yourself and knowing who you are, because there are a lot of people, when you go out there and ask them that they should tell you about themselves, okay, they will mention their name and maybe the day that they are born, but the inner self that you need to work on, elevate, and getting to know yourself, that this is who I am. The masses, we don't know that.
Okay, so that is religion. So what do we do? What do we do? We are looking for solutions.
Yes, so we get back to, yes, we come back to our divine spirituality, our roots.
Which is
you knowing that you are of the fire, water energy, or you are the earth energy, and things that are supposed to be done in connection with that, and then it will be as a spiritual pillar for you. So it is not everybody should succumb to that. If you are of the fire, you deal with the fire aspect, and then all that to be able to break the cage and then liberate yourself.
Okay, and then 3.
When you talk about the health sector, thank you very much. We, the melanated folks, or that are rich or richer, or that have been given that inbuilt divine substance, okay, we have connection with nature, and anything that we take into our body system has to have connection with what the divine energy or the creator has given us. Now, when chemicals are being produced or put together in a lab and then being administered to you to take, it has implication for your health, and also cannot make you having that divine flow.
So what do we do?
So we produce things that can have connection. As I said, we produce things that have connection.
Do we produce here? Do we like what we have?
That is the system, the psychological manipulation that they have on us. So they produce and we accept that. So
one.
That is one thing.
Yeah,
So here lies the case. This your show is in to liberate the people, to get the sense, to have to get awakeness, to know that no, we have been deceived for too far long, over 400 years, 480, 490 years.
You can only be deceived when you don't have knowledge. And kwafra, you want nipa ben ye dadan, who can be deceived on this earth? Who can be deceived?
You cannot be deceived when your higher or your upstairs, the brain, is at work and is alert.
And so are you saying say yeni dream ukrumanete?
Okay, let's look at what is going on and if we are still in. So this your program, everybody, the whole wide world, especially the Africans in the diaspora and
everybody is watching.
Yes. So what are they doing?
What are they doing?
Do they just watch and then applaud?
What do you think they should watch and do?
Okay, so after watching, okay, and I said we should do things what? Practical. How do we do it practical? We having the trust and the love and the what? The unity for us. Okay, so this should not be done by you alone. They can also open the same revelation, okay, which is affiliate to this in different country, whereby that language, the people can understand it deeper. It is the same thing, which is or let's say if it is an institution, you open a branch, whereby the people with the agenda and everything, what they are doing fall in what you are doing over here, but it is in their language whereby the people can understand well, because without the re-education there wouldn't be any restoration.
There wouldn't be any restorations. You are watching the biggest and the largest African spiritual platform. Me personally, I feel that we blacks, what problem? Nobody is our problem. That's my mind, honestly.
And the system is holding us back.
Which system?
So we disconnect ourselves from
these three things.
Yeah, no, those holding us hostage.
Who are those holding us?
The white people.
Well, how are they holding us?
Yes, they have created a system. Okay, so if we should do things right, do we think that anyone who is seriously sick cannot be treated here in the ancient days?
Who is you who is not taking things serious?
That is
so why do you blame it on somebody?
We have to do things right.
But you said so they have set a system for us.
Yeah, they have set a system.
That's what I don't understand.
The system is that, okay, so anything that being produced over there, they have to bring it here. And there's still a middleman. In those days, the middlemen,
the goons.
Yes, they sell their fellow and then have something at that point in time. The same thing is at play now.
That's what I'm saying.
So when they import the things, okay, somebody's percentage or commission is in it. So he will never allow somebody who is producing over here to also.
How would they not allow? Say ya wuti hey. Say ya wuti hey ya kase. Enya brofo na woka no.
Yes,
it say ya wuti she fan shoe show ya no kumase.
This is being made in Ghana. I have a
advertise for the person. Me, I love my people. Advertise the shoe, baby. Go out with you if mention the company's name and advertise for free. Me and I no opportunity.
Yeah, we shall do that. Oh, we shall do that.
You see, I feel that we should work on ourselves seriously.
We have problem. That is what I'm saying.
What is the problem?
Unless we start, because we are the people that are the victim.
Do you know, so bringing things to this country, you go through process? Are you aware?
Yes.
Are you aware? So when I was coming, I bought some stuff for spiritual work for people, like shark teeth, whale teeth, all these things. They have it in World Voodoo Market, but I'm process it. To the officer, the entire office will smell. But I'm process it. So I buy those stuff from those places for my work. Okay, so obey certificate. ubeye custom clearance, ubeye this, ubeye that.
And all this is draining you gradually.
No, I'm telling you something.
Okay.
All these things are draining me because I want it for my use.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah.
Inti saa no bi so ode ade ba ha na wo so obeton amaye ne ade no onu so ode fa process mu patriotic ase. So if we decide say ye mpehwe wa ha, do you think anybody will force this thing on our neck? Nibisa.
So that is why we have industries that operate on behalf of merchants or merchants, like you having trade or international trade and all that. Okay, so they see it as a race or rubbing shoulders with one another. So we have to do it this way so that it can be transferred here or can be imported here, so that the ones that are being produced over here cannot be rebrand or elevate the face of it to appeal to them, appease the masses for patronage. So we are the one causing it, because the middleman who will get all those charges attached to the goods that you have bought or the package that you have bought, okay, they are going to benefit from it.
So who do we blame?
It is us, but we know that the problem is from somewhere. So if it's from somewhere and we are the victim or we are the problem, then we help with education so that the people can rethink and put things in order.
You are watching the biggest. I'm always Hadash. I'm always there, goddess. I am always the sun goddess. Ebusia, I manso. Because me won't. Be some a very simple question. I make us say any problems honestly. Because any man unya yen cry any opportunity ne to wa brochire woni niam ya kwaje wo ho no. I feel we should understand say we are our own problem and then we try to look for solutions. Until then say you try say you be blame me because do you know say mean to me mention names wa ha. But do you know say you can almost start and indigenous no mo ho no. Almost start pulling crophobia slave trade blacks no etimi edit nya sika wo ho no omo what statues ni ade wo ho no they are pulling it down.
So if someone is doing that,
they themselves they are pulling it down. So you could see
meaning they don't want to see anything.
You could see they don't have anything bad for us, but yenya ye behavior. That's what I'm saying, is that we should focus on ourselves. And tina maybe say father say bi omo di bibi ba na no na be ma ye nto na mpeyifo no habofo say we mba ha rice mba ha agbalimo mba ha yen yankasa kura can we plant cassava wako voter region when yama nkrofo no mani kitenkete no mudua ne ho kodwa so kwahwe pineapple ne mangoes a omudua yen yankasa yempedwuma po until we decide to be truthful to ourselves. This thing will be just a noise making.
So it will not be a noise making, because what you are doing is not a joke, and you are not here just to entertain people. Okay,
look at how we treat our waters.
Very bad. Very bad.
What do we vibrate on? Negative news.
So,
exactly. Why don't we work? Your homework here. We are weak. I feel
that is why I said, if we are to be in the ancient time when such occurrences happen, like we are consumed. Better than us. You can never, compare yourself to them. So we saying this is the problem. So let's try and then begin to educate ourselves and put things right for us, by us.
By us, but you say almost so can. That's my problem.
No, but that is the source of the problem.
If
that is the source of the problem.
They are not the source. You see, I'm telling you, they are almost frustrated.
So the education is more right on revelations. Okay, so you are learning something from here and then put into practice. You walk the path.
Okay. Our time is almost. So tell us a path that you think we should walk. Hey, I don't know why we are here and we are struggling. We have everything.
Yeah, that is it. That we have everything in abundance.
Oh, they advise us because these things, when I say them, na me dey ni na say, because me, I don't want to hear say obi na akọ say. I'm telling you.
The truth is, we are
just greedy
problem.
And we are just selfish.
Yes.
We are just lazy, honestly.
And we are not realizing the atrocity that we find ourselves in.
Oh, dear, my advice.
So it is to us Africans to wake up and walk the path.
Can we wake up? Are we dead? If we wake up, do we have our memory?
That is
or to talk memory chips or spiritual
so
kind to fix.
So you look at all this.
So the brain is there.
So let us all come together and make sure the brain is at work. Before you can get the brain at work, you have to start working or realigning the brain because it has been infected with so many
HIV
venoms. No, not if I talk about venoms, it's a word that I'm using.
I understand.
Yes, it is something that has affected us and we are into it and we feel like, oh,
it's okay.
We are in it. And down, that the entire continent of Africa is going. You see, so this is the time we have to, do things practical, doing our own medicines, educational system. We change, we brush it off and then establish our own. Then we start with our invention and then we do the needful thing by knowing ourselves and whatever gifts that everybody exists or come into existence with on this planet Earth and use that to serve ourselves. So our purpose, our work, our deeds should serve us for the benefit of us, by us. Nobody is going to do it for us. Nobody is going to do it for us. There is no savior out there who will intervene and then save us from this situation. It is the mess had been caused by us. Okay, and then such mess we have to work it out and get out of.
So working out to give us 5 strategies. Your time is almost due. Working out to know.
Yeah, that is why I said.
Work education, work health system, work away. My different fraud. Ya doing you bet to me the parazone egu asumebe room. Like yo.
Yes, it means we also have to have a system that will force us to think. Which is implementing laws. Like in the ancient days, people don't go into our water bodies with shoe or slippers on. There are certain things. There are certain things. There are certain things that are happening now in our country or in Africa. In the ancient days, they don't, because they revere the energies, the water bodies, the land, and all that.
Which part do you think we can all to think like this? Which part do you think we can all to think like this?
Since creation till now, okay, everything that exists on this planet Earth, there is no additional Earth being created or being expanded. All that we have is this. So I think if we are to tow or focus on getting our water bodies, doing things to restore our land, by that, it all depends on the education, because you cannot go and then kill your fellow human being that it should stop polluting the water and all that. It is the education. Then we implement rules or laws that people will be punished. You go through serious punishment, that anyone that hears or sees such punishment, he or she will also not join the person's footsteps and also do the same thing. So because the let's say if it is Ghana, okay, look at the demarcation of the country. Now, can we expand it by pushing our neighboring countries and have more? No. So if that should be the case, then we have to start from somewhere. So if we are Ghanaians, we have to start from Ghana by doing the right thing, not to destroy the land that we have, because it is the land that provides us food, water, medicines that we take, you know. But we put all this in our side, hoping that if even though we are affected or we are sick, seriously sick, we'll be taken abroad so that we'll have a good treatment over there. But that person is not destroying his own. We are destroying our own over here. So the first thing is we should focus on the land that we have and make sure rules are being put in place with serious punishment. This goes to the leaders who are leading us. You know, then we get back to our traditional belief system and do things right.
Your last words and your numbers, if possible.
Okay. My last word for the cherished viewers. This is Fiagah Kwame Amewugah. Thank you once again for the opportunity. We Africans have been a victim, and we not realizing that we are causing problem to ourselves. We think we are doing someone else, but all that we are doing, the mess that we find ourselves now, and it is still going on, are caused by us. Even though the problem, the source of a problem is from somewhere, but we hold on to the problem as if we are playing World Cup, than leaving it or pushing it aside and do things in a way that it will bring what? Revival. It will bring restoration. It will bring greatness to our land. So let us all read between the lines and use the brain power that had been the divine app that had been given to us by the Creator. And then we have love, trust, and then unity for one another for the restoration of Ghana and Africa at large.
Yo, Abusia, yeah, that was why you know Abema. And somebody the okay doors, honestly, because we feel near my pay work room. Na de niam ayenya ye ne ya hoden yenya power de ye na ya chi obi dan a wasi awie bi dan bebre ne ya ebu no ebetumi asizi na obroni nya saada ne ya chi kai ye omudu kwaye galamse ne ya chi ya ye nsizi mbesi committee one fans sa bola na ewo ho ne ya twaja atum ne ya hye no ne nsuo yi ne ya just say but I have some belief be say bibi betimi esi ameyade ye ho enya asase na ye wo problem nipa na etimu na enyu obi aso no ye betimi asore dako no hia ni se de hia ni bia wo na wo sikani se wo ye sikani se de obetumi akowura ni de makoyi ni ntoma wodi wadurupum me fan kwa adwendwem ye nua bema. Thank you so much for coming. Why now? Yeah, let's keep hoping na mama yen trying so say ye nyane again your consciousness, because me Africa some there me can na my low in spirit na mami ya ba be di ato nkomo na asase bebrebe egu ha ne ndua bebrebe wo krom mami mu ma nya chance anko bisa ne hwe ma fa me ankoto nanim nkrofo to no be di nkomo akire ye be hia na me ye chip ya madi ka aka ache nipa na be so me akonsa nwemu enye ka.
I am Fiagah Kwame Amewugah on Facebook, Fiagah Kwame Amewugah on Instagram, and then Twitter, Fiagah Kwame Amewugah.
Yeah, Fiagah.
Revelation is here to stay and liberate the minds of the melanated people to get restored back to their divinity.
Yo, your time now, God help us. Oh, God help us. Thank you for coming. We appreciate you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, viewers, for watching. You know the love is deep. Shalom.